Have you ever stopped to think about what air actually is? We breathe it every second of every day, but it's invisible, so we rarely give it a second thought. But the air around us is far more complex and fascinating than you might imagine. It's not just empty space. It's a bustling mixture of gases that makes all life on Earth possible. So, what exactly are we breathing in right now? Let's break it down. First and foremost, air is a gas. To be more specific, it's a mixture of several different gases. The biggest player, making up about 78% of the air we breathe, is nitrogen. You might be surprised, it's not oxygen, right? Nitrogen is super important. It's a key building block for amino acids, which make up proteins, and nucleic acids, which form DNA and RNA. Plants can't just grab nitrogen from the air, though. They need special bacteria in the soil to convert it into a usable form, a process called nitrogen fixation. Then, animals get their nitrogen by eating those plants. So, that steak or salad you had for lunch, you can thank nitrogen for that. Next up, we have the gas we all know and love, oxygen. It makes up about 21% of our atmosphere. While it's not the most abundant gas, it's arguably the most vital for animals like us. Every time you inhale, your lungs pull oxygen from the air and send it into your bloodstream. Your cells then use this oxygen for a process called cellular respiration, which is basically how they turn the food you eat into energy. Without a constant supply of oxygen, our bodies simply couldn't function. Think of it as the fuel that keeps our internal engines running smoothly. So, nitrogen and oxygen together make up 99% of the air. What about that last 1%? This is where things get really interesting. That tiny percentage is a cocktail of various other gases. The most significant one is argon, which is an inert or non-reactive gas. It makes up about 0.93% of the air. Because it doesn't really react with anything, it's used in things like light bulbs to prevent the filament from burning out too quickly, and in welding to create a protective shield. Then we have the one you've definitely heard of, carbon dioxide, or CO2. Despite all the attention it gets, CO2 makes up only about 0.04% of the atmosphere. It's a tiny fraction, but it has a huge impact. Plants use CO2 for photosynthesis, the process where they convert sunlight into food. In doing so, they release oxygen, which is how our planet got its oxygen-rich atmosphere in the first place. CO2 is also a greenhouse gas, which means it traps heat from the sun, helping to keep our planet warm enough for life. Of course, as you know, too much CO2 can lead to an overheating planet, which is a major environmental concern today. But wait, there's more in that 1%. We also have trace amounts of other noble gases, like neon, helium, krypton, and xenon. Yes, the same neon that lights up bright city signs is floating all around you right now, just in very, very tiny quantities. Helium, the gas that makes balloons float and your voice sound funny, is also there. And we can't forget about water vapor. The amount of water in the air varies a lot depending on where you are and what the weather is like. In a humid jungle, it can be as high as 4%, while in a dry desert, it's almost zero. Water vapor is crucial for our weather systems. It forms clouds, leads to rain and snow, and also acts as a powerful greenhouse gas. So, the next time you take a deep breath, remember what you're actually pulling into your lungs. It's a life-sustaining blend of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, a little bit of argon, a pinch of carbon dioxide, and a sprinkle of other exotic elements. This invisible ocean of gas protects us from the sun's harmful radiation, keeps our planet at a livable temperature, and provides the very elements we and all other living things need to survive. Air isn't just nothing, it's everything. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the world around us. See you in the next one.